I am 109 years old, and I still complete the New York Times crossword in pen every single morning. I can tell you exactly what I ate for breakfast last Tuesday. Oatmeal with blueberries, just like always. I can recite the quadratic formula, the year the Battle of Hastings took place, and the name of every student I ever failed in 45 years of teaching. There were only 6. I remember each one. People ask me all the time, Edna, how do you stay so sharp? As if it's some kind of magic trick. It isn't magic, it's work. It's the same thing I told my students for 45 years. If you want results, you put in the effort. Your brain is no different. So sit down, pay attention, and I'll tell you what I've learned. First, let me explain why this matters so much to me. My sister Helen, 2 years older than I am, developed dementia in her 80s. I watched her slowly fade away for 10 years. By the end, she didn't recognize my name. She didn't recognize her own children. This was a woman who once ran circles around everyone. She remembered every birthday, every grudge, every recipe our mother ever cooked. Gone. Just gone. My best friend Margaret, the same. My cousin Stanley, too. Half the people I grew up with lost their minds before they lost their bodies. I watched it happen and told myself, that will not be me. I will do whatever it takes to keep this brain working until the day I die. So far, so good. Now, I'm not a doctor. I taught math, not medicine. But I've read the research. I've lived 109 years and observed what happened to the people who made certain choices and the ones who made others. So here's what I know. First, and most important, use your brain every single day. Not just for easy things, for difficult ones, the kind that make you think. I do a crossword puzzle each morning. Not the simple ones, the hard ones. The New York Times Saturday puzzle, whenever I can manage it. And I do it in pen because it forces me to commit to my answers. I read books, real books, not endless scrolling on a phone. I read things I don't already agree with, because it makes me examine why I disagree. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens. If you only use it for easy things, watching television, flipping through pictures online, it becomes lazy. You have to challenge it, learn something new, solve math problems, play chess, study a language. I don't care what it is, as long as it forces you to think. My sister Helen, God rest her, retired at 60 and never picked up another book. She watched television all day, stopped doing anything difficult, and 10 years later she couldn't remember her own name. Coincidence? I don't believe so. Second, don't isolate yourself. I know. People can be irritating. After 45 years of teenagers, I understand exactly how annoying human beings can be. But you need them anyway. The research is clear. Loneliness is terrible for your brain, truly terrible. When you're alone too much, your brain doesn't have to work very hard. no conversations to follow, no social cues to read, no debates to engage in. And that's when it starts to soften. I play cards with 3 other women every Thursday. I tutor neighborhood children whose parents bring them when they're failing algebra. I talk to my children. I argue with my grandson about politics. He's wrong about most things, but at least he makes me defend my position. You don't have to like everyone. You just have to engage. Your brain needs the exercise. Third, move. I don't mean run marathons. I'm 109. I'm not running anywhere, but I walk every day, around the block, to the store, wherever I can. I move. There's something about physical movement that benefits the brain. It gets the blood flowing up there. Don't understand all the science, but I understand the outcome. The people I knew who sat all day declined faster than those who kept moving. Simple as that. So get off the couch, even if it's just 10 minutes. Walk, garden, do something. Your brain will thank you. Fourth, take care of the basics. Sleep and food. Not exciting, I know, but essential. I sleep 8 hours every night, same bedtime, same wake-up time, 7 days a week. None of this staying up late and sleeping in on weekends nonsense. Your brain cleans itself while you sleep. That's real science. They've proven it. All the waste that builds up during the day gets flushed out at night, but only if you actually sleep. And food. Eat real food. Vegetables, fish, olive oil. The Mediterranean way of eating. I'm Polish. I grew up on pierogi and kielbasa, but I learned. Cut the sugar. Cut the processed junk. Your brain runs on what you feed it. Feed it garbage, and it will perform like garbage. Last thing, and perhaps the most important, have a reason to get up in the morning, a purpose, something that matters to you. When I retired from teaching, I didn't simply stop. I began tutoring. I joined the library board. I stayed involved because I needed to feel needed. When you have nothing meaningful to do, your brain receives the message that it is no longer required. So it begins to shut down. After my Walter passed away, many people assumed I would fade quietly into the background. That's what widows do, they said. They wait for the end. Please, I had things to accomplish. I still do. Students to correct, crosswords to solve, grandchildren to keep in line. Find your purpose. It doesn't have to be grand. It only has to matter to you. Look, I'm 109 years old. I've beaten the odds in the ways that truly count. And I'm telling you, this isn't luck. I observed the people who stayed sharp and those who didn't. The difference wasn't random. It was daily choices made consistently over decades. Small decisions that added up. Challenge your brain. Stay connected. Move your body. Sleep well. Eat well. Have something to live for. It's not complicated. My students always searched for a trick, a shortcut. There isn't one. There's only doing the work every single day, whether you feel like it or not. That's true for calculus, and it's true for protecting your mind. I may have a few more years, perhaps not even that many, but however long I have, I intend to be present for all of it, clear-eyed and sharp-tongued until the very end. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a puzzle waiting. 43 across is still giving me trouble. Go do your homework.